Hey guys, today I will be doing, what if Goku landed in MHA Part 5. Last time we left off with Night Eye, receiving a fatal injury, blinding Goku with rage, transforming into his Hassaikai form, while Deku fights to protect Eri. Mid-battle, Eri jumps down into Deku's arms, activating her quirk, allowing him to use 100% one for all, shooting himself into the sky. When landing, Goku joins Deku, with his hair flickering on and off a cry, but then having his energy restored by Eri's rewind. I'm not even going to lie, if Deku beat Overhaul with ease, in the normal story Goku and Deku would fold him like a chair, beating him in seconds. Whenever Overhaul threw a punch, it would just phase through Goku, as Goku would just use after images, then appearing behind him, flicking Overhaul to the ground, chopping him in the neck, knocking him out. After this, Eri's quirk goes crazy, harming both Deku and Goku, until Eraserhead arrives deactivating her quirk. Later on, the ambulance arrives and Goku talk to a grievously injured Sir Night Eye who tells them that they managed to change the future he had foreseen. Izuku asks for Sir Night Eye to hang on so he can reunite with All Might. After this, everyone is taken to the hospital, to rest and heal, while Overhaul is taken to prison, but is attacked by the League of Villains, who take the quirk erasing bullets and chop off his hands. Meanwhile Gran Torino captures Kurogiri and barely manages to escape Gigantomare Shie. At the hospital, Night Eye dies and Eri is isolated due to her quirk. Goku gets a minor Zenkai, increasing his power level to 115 around 44% All Might's power level. Back at school, Aizawa explains the school festival, with Goku recommending they do a fight, but the class rejects the idea as they want to try help the others relax, and the reason why they are not, is because of all the fighting. Then deciding that they should do a music concert for the festival. Later that day, Lemillion, Goku, and Deku go to the hospital, to meet Eri, with Goku and Deku recommending that Eri goes to the festival because she doesn't know how to smile. Back at UA, Class 1AM fine-tune their performance, deciding to have a music team, special effects team, and a dance team which Goku will be participating in. Later that day, Deku is training with All Might, and Goku senses the increase in Deku's power so decides to check it out, volunteering to spar with Deku as it will help both of them grow, with Goku agreeing to wear his improved weighted clothes which limit him to 50% of his power, around 22% All Might's power. Doing this, Goku gets stronger but Deku also learns his air pressure faster as Goku can help him learn it. A few days later, Eri visits UA, getting a tour with Goku and Deku, where they tell her that they will be dancing, which excites Eri. After a week of practicing, either Goku or Deku are fired from the dance team, so they can move the disco ball, with Goku saying that it is unnecessary, showing them a technique he has been working on since the battle against All for One, then splitting into two people, using the multiform technique. Right now Goku can only create one clone, but it halves his power between them, and drains a lot of energy. On the day of the sports festival, Deku goes to get a new rope and some ingredients for his surprise for Eri, however he encounters Gentle Criminal, but this time, because Deku can use 13% one for all, Deku easily beats them even when they use the love quirk. The festival goes as normal, however Deku doesn't have to go off stage as Goku's clone does it for him. I would also like to add that Goku would probably still be wearing his weighted clothes while he dances. After watching the performance, Eri finally smiles, getting over her PTSD, and has fun at the rest of the performances from students in other classes. Later that week, Endeavor has his fight against the high-end Nomu debuting as the new #1 hero. The fight against the high-end goes exactly the same because Goku was not present in the battle, so I have no reason to cover it. Moving on, at UA, Deku has a dream of the vestiges of One for All, with them talking about some sort of singularity. Meanwhile, Goku has a strange dream as well. He sees a pink and white lizard creature in a hover chair, with a giant ball of energy the size of a small star, tossing it at the planet, destroying it. He then sees his parents in flames, telling him to survive. After this both Goku and Deku wake up, accidentally releasing their quirks, shattering their windows. In the morning Aizawa reveals that both classes will be participating in a joint training exercise, where they'll fight each other in teams of 5 or 4. I will only cover what happens in the final battle as that's the one Goku will be in. Their team consists of Deku, Goku, Uravati and Pinky, and they will be fighting against Emily, Mines, Phantom Thief, Rule, and Shinso. So that the exercise isn't too easy, Goku decides to wear his weighted training gear, meaning he can only use 50% of his power, equivalent to 22% of All Might's power. When the battle begins, Goku and Deku act as distractions, to lure out Class 1B, so that they can capture them. As expected, Class 1B took the bait, with Phantom Thief attacking Deku and Goku. They then hear a scream which sounds like Uravati, so Deku tells Goku to check it out while he deals with Monoma. Meanwhile back at the fight, Monoma eggs Deku on, trying to make him talk so he can either use Shinso's brainwash, or so he makes a mistake. However suddenly, greenish-black tendrils come out of Deku's arms, ripping his costume, flinging him around, while Deku struggles to control it. However he fails, allowing Black Whip to spread out, attacking everyone in sight, even his friends. Seeing this, both Goku and Uravati rush in to help Deku, with Goku blocking any attacks that were going to hit Uravati as he knows that she is the only one who can get through to Deku. Once they get to Deku, Goku throws Uraraka to Deku, as she clings onto him while thinking who saves the heroes when they need help, then spotting Shinso, asking him to use his quirk on Deku. When he does, Black Whip starts to ravel up and disappear, and Deku enters the Vestige world again where he learns from the 5th user that he will get the quirks of all of the previous users. Suddenly, he is slapped by Uraraka, waking him up, as he profusely apologizes for hurting everyone, with Goku having visible cuts and bruises from defending everyone. Out of nowhere, the battle continues, with Monoma going for a sneak attack while their guard was lowered, but Uraraka's reaction speed was too fast, with her using her gunhead martial arts to attempt to pin Monoma to the floor, but he manages to escape due to using a copied quirk, Poltergeist, which allows him to telepathically manipulate objects close to him. After this, the rest of the class join in sending a barrage of metal debris towards Goku, Deku, and Uravati, with Minor catching up shortly after to help them defend against Class 1B's strong offense. Goku and Deku decide to fight Shinso and Monoma, while Uravati and Pinky fight the rest of 1B. However, this time, they are at a disadvantage as they don't have Mineta to force 1B into close combat, meaning they have to fight harder. Seeing this, Goku uses the multiform technique, halving his power, sending the clone to protect the others, while he protects Deku, who doesn't want to fight, using his quirk. Out of nowhere, Monoma jumps out leaping at Deku, using a copied one for all, but it doesn't work, because it is a stockpiling quirk. Seeing this opportunity, Goku subdues Monoma, while Deku sees Shinso so goes to attack him. Deku's fight with Shinso goes the same, with him using Black Whip to block 2 falling pipes from hitting himself. Meanwhile, Monoma tries to copy Goku's quirk, due to its versatile uses, but when he does, it feels like he is taking the quirk of a quirkless person. Seeing this, Goku decides to knock Monoma out, just in case he could copy his quirk, with his clone beating everyone else in 1B, while Deku finishes his fight against Shinso, winning the battle for Class 1AM. Later that day, Bakugo and Goku spar with Deku, trying to make him use Black Whip again. However, it is unsuccessful, as it seems that Deku has locked the power away. At the end of the month, Bakugo and Shoto get interviewed after their recent takedown of villains only 30 minutes after getting their licenses, but all of Bakugo's answers were cut out for being too violent. The next day, due to all the students getting more exposure, Mount Lady holds fake interviews with the students, where they are taught what to say and do. While doing this, they say the names of their quirks and show of their super moves, with Goku explaining his power. Saying that he has super strength, can shoot energy blasts, fly, transform under the full moon, transform under rage, gain minor rage boosts, gain Zenkais after healing, create clones, create after images due to his speed, and also has super senses and durability. Hearing this, Mount Lady is shocked and jokingly asks Goku if he is even human, which he replies, "Yeah, I think I am." I would also like to add that Goku's strength is equal to his Red Ribbon Army Saga self, so he has a power level of 125, the equivalent to 48% one for all. Okay guys, this is where I will be leaving this part off. Next video will be what if Goku landed in MHA Part 5.5 Heroes Rising. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing as it helps the channel a lot. With that being said, this is Demon Xayan signing out. Bye.